All right, so this is the bus. We named it Birdie, and I don't entirely know why. It was something I think my wife and I came up together at some grand moment. But this is her, and we're really proud of her, and we've got a lot of fun. So let's take a look. There's not a ton of room, obviously, but we keep this bed this way all the time, and obviously we store a ton of stuff underneath. The toilet is under here, so this opens up this way, and then, of course, there's got to be stuff on it, like all the time. But this then hinges up, so you can, use the restroom.
Oh, and you got your privacy right here.
Right, yeah. Privacy is coveted around here because there's not a lot of it. So, first aid obviously is super essential, and so this toilet has saved a lot of emergencies. And again, this is all just recycled stuff from old building projects or whatever. But just a pretty simple toilet, and again, just sort of that piano hinge to get everything up and be able to have a little bit of privacy. But again, you got to just maximize space and decide what's important. And so we have an outdoor shower set up off the back, but we just use this for the emergency type moments. And then our fridge is under here. So again, not a ton of extra room, but keeps the essentials cold, and so we don't have to be fighting ice in the cooler all the time. Yeah. Obviously, like storage and stuff under the sink, we've got just a water pump that runs off of the 12 volt of the. We have some house batteries that sit underneath that keep everything charged, and then when the battery or the bus is running, all the electrical systems are just charging all the time. Or if we plug in somewhere, that gets charged up too. But then just is all storage, so everything under the seats lifts up, and you keep storage, so you have all of your. The number one thing you always have to remember is with these old engines, you have to have spare parts. So having an extra belt is never a bad idea. So we learned that the hard way. So under here, we just have a lot of our more important electronics. Just a small inverter in this one, but then a battery charger, transfer switches tucked up underneath there to help transfer between house battery versus the battery to charge versus being plugged in. And then under here we also keep some extra fluids like oil and antifreeze, things like that, just because we don't ever want to get stranded. So all of these cushions were the original cushions that we took out of the actual vinyl bus seats, and then my wife just got herself a sewing machine and upholstered everything back together. So it was really nice to just be able to have a lot of the materials recycled back into being able to use them. So. We always make sure we're taking some extra drinking water with us too, because we do have a big freshwater tank underneath, but we want to make sure that we have a couple of reusable, just straight drinking water, because you don't ever want to run out of that. But just put a nice washable surface down here. Hopefully we don't ever get any big leaks, but if we do, at least it'll be able to wipe down super easy.